Hi there, welcome to another DI or direct instruction on the water cycle. Now, the water cycle is also known as the hydrologic cycle or the hydrological cycle and describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the earth. Now, class, have you ever thought about where the rain really comes from? It falls from the sky and waters our crops. The rain fills our lakes and rivers. It gives us water to drink. But where? Where does it come from? There is no water in space. The rain does not come from the sun, the moon, or the stars. All the water that has ever been on earth is the same water that we use every day, that we use today. Now, the earth uses the same water over and over again. Hard to believe, right? It does this through the water cycle. First, water from the ground moves into the air. This is called evaporation. Then liquid water is heated and turns into water vapor. Now, if the water is dirty, the dirt will stay on the ground. The water vapor is made up of clean water. Now, this is one way that the water cycle keeps our water clean. Next, the water vapor mixes with the air and moves up into the sky. This is the first part of the water cycle. Now, let's have a visual on this. So, this is how the cycle moves. So, we're done with the first part, evaporation from oceans, lakes, and streams. The next part of the water cycle is called condensation. Now, as the water vapor moves farther and farther up in the sky, it cools down. When it cools down, it turns back into water. When water vapor in the sky turns into water, it forms a cloud. A cloud is a group of very small drops of water. The drops are so small that they do not fall to the ground. But then the cloud gets bigger and bigger as more water vapor condenses in the cloud. So some of the drops are too big to remain in the cloud, and that's on condensation, right? Again, on our visual, this is now what happens. So it collects on the clouds, but the clouds gets bigger and bigger, and what happens next? Ta-da! The next step. The last part of the water cycle happens when the drops of water in a cloud fall down to the ground. This happens when it rains, sleets, or snows. So these are now examples of precipitation. Rain, sleet, snows, and it falls to the ground, filling up ponds, lakes, rivers, and oceans. It gives us water to drink. It waters our crops to give us food to eat. Some of the water that falls to the ground will flow through the ground. It flows through dirt and rocks. The dirt and rocks act as a filter to clean the water. When the water flows into a stream, lake, or river, it is much cleaner than it was before. So, precipitation, okay? That's the last part, right? And of course, to really complete this DI, there is again an associated turn-in assignment on the short video clip on Bill Nye, and it would take some time, around 23 minutes or more. Either we do this in class or you do it on your own, depending on our scenario at a given point in time, right? So I want you to go through this. And going back to our slides here, there would be the video or movie clip form, which are all familiar with by now, okay? So you click this and again, you are presented with the video clip form. So in Google Forms, so or in our Google Classroom, we can easily fill out this set of slides. Okay, so that's the end of our short DI on the water cycle. Bye, ciao for now.